home game of the season for one team. It is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Purdue Boilermakers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Odom before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Boilermakers offense will go to work first. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
And, man, he is going to be tasked at that QB spot with a tremendous challenge. This unit, they're top 10 in sacks, and they're going to be getting their ears back, flying around like you've watched them on tape. And so, Palmer, when you're a QB, man, you know you're going against guys that can get to you fast, that win, that hit quarterbacks. Like, what's going through your head to start a football game?
You are not going to be able to get through your entire progression. You are going 1 to 2, and if that's not open, you're taking off or you're throwing it away. You better know where your check down throw is each and every time you drop back, because against this pass rush, you are not going to have a lot of time.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can...
Snags it, and there's running room. The 50. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. You got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You've got to accomplish the mission.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. The Buckeyes offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Going up against a secondary that has had its struggles, and he'll look to exploit them in this one. They missed that 56-yard field goal, and now they'll pay for it by giving up good field position at the 39. Oh, he's got some space. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here comes the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. The give on the counter. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. St. Clair escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Might have a chance. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Moving the pocket, it's St. Clair. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the ground. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Keeps it, looking for room. He's past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Rushes on. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Tavian on the play action. Still looking to his right. Fires on the move. Right side, it's Roberts. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. St. Clair gets rid of it. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. They're all over him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he could do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready.
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Again, it's St. Clair. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. The keeper on the option. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They ran it on first down, now on second. This time they'll throw it. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws it off the RPO. There he goes. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Sells the run, looking to pass. The throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. He's got him this time. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Second down, going to throw it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game. Now completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Got a man in the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the officials will stop play momentarily here to check on the shaken-up Boilermaker. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Coming out with it, it's Cross. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Throwing St. Clair. Going downfield for the big play. Leaping grab for a big gain. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. To throw, it's St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Smith. At the 35, he's loose. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cross. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. Working the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. St. Clair. Rush right in his face. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country.
And now they lost the ball down here. They get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario for the offense. The good news is they recovered the fumble. The bad news is it was in their own end for a safety.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Fields the punt. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Just got rid of that one.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. St. Clair hauls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. Unloads it left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Throwing St. Clair. Caught in the backfield, it's Rogers. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Buying time to his right. He's got it on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. He's changing the play. They'll go to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback, but two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You talk to any quarterback, Jesse, and they love finding the big tight end. Hard to overthrow the big fellas with the big reach, the nice mitts, nice catch by the tight end.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, down on the Boilermakers sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Moves the pocket. It's Berry. Look out! That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Looking for room. He gets a block. And there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Tavian St. Clair. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback signaling to his guy. St. Clair from the gun on third down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quick give. It's right. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll try the counter. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with Louisville taking on the Stanford Cardinal.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cross. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Throws for the tight end. Right side, it's Roberts. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. St. Clair. Caught. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's St. Clair. Rolls right. He'll get rid of it. Working on the right. Wide open spaces. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Looking for space. It's right. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking down the middle. Fires complete on the crosser. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Shakes off the defender. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Berry. Got his man. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And that last completion was a bit of a Pyrrhic victory. It made third down even longer. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
On the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. They go play action with St. Clair. Gets rid of it.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Throwing St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Berry. Takes a hit as he fires. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. All the way back to the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's Cross. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking for a gap. It's Cross. Just smothered on the play. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Tavian St. Clair. Connection to the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Going long. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the ground with the counter. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense in press coverage. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Terrell. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Sells the run, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Upstairs, he's got it. Finds some room. To the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Hey guys, here on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other, keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. With this game all but decided, let's take a minute here as we get later in the season to look at the Heisman Trophy race. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Got him on the RPO. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. St. Clair. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Cross. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. It's 3rd and 5. Tight end now in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. He's got it. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He wants to throw it again. Stepping to the right. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Throwing St. Clair. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. 2nd and long here. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Shoots it to the left. Working the big fella to the corner. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. march to the red zone, and here they go. Under pressure. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
St. Clair from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Terrell. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Keeps it looking for the edge. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man, I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Tavian St. Clair moves to his right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The run inside. It's Terrell. Tough physical run, stiff arm and all as they get it out to the 13.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll give it on the counter. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Trying to make one miss. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Tavian on the play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run the deep.
He wants to go deep. He's got it down the field. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. He's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the return, it's Terrell. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Nowhere to go.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And they're not on the same page there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic, and the returner will be knocked down. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Motion from the wide receiver. On the RPO, got him. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for perfect throws, and that's what this guy's been delivering.
There he goes. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. St. Clair hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on second down. This one's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Again, it's St. Clair. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he passes, and he coughs it up inside the 20. Recovered by the kicking team.
Oh, and that is so close. That was almost 6 on the board for the return team. That is a game-changing type play. You change the momentum, you give your own team a spark with a return like that.
Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Throwing St. Clair. Rushes on. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Bringing it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18.